Miguel O'Hara was a young prodigy that grew up in the inner city streets of St. Louis. Known for his genius intellect and unmatched technological prowess, he excelled in his studies and was on the verge of being offered a full ride at a prestigious engineering school. Being a fan of mythology and the heroes of the literature, Miguel had always felt a sense of responsibility to use his gifts to make a difference in the lives of those around him. After Miguel lost his mother to gang violence at a young age, he would form a close bond and friendship with a brilliant engineer and physicist named Dr. Maya Lopez. Dr. Lopez took Miguel under her wing and mentored him, helping to hone and fine-tune his brilliant mind. One fateful night, while heading back home from her lab, tragedy struck when Dr. Lopez was caught in the crossfire of a brutal gang war between the wrecking crew and the marauders. Consumed by grief and anger of losing another close person in his life, Miguel vowed to put an end to the violence and the corruption that plagued his city. Driven by the desire to protect his community, Miguel threw himself into creating a weapon that would grant him the power to face the ruthless gangs. Drawing inspiration from his love for ancient myths and legends, he developed a specially designed hammer he named the Mjolnir Mark II, which harnessed advanced technology to deliver both offense and defensive capabilities. Miguel took to the streets. He adopted the identity of a vigilante named Thor, determined to strike fear into the hearts of the criminals who preyed on the innocent. With the hammer as his main weapon, he quickly became a symbol of hope and justice for the people of St. Louis. However, standing against him was a formidable gang known as the Wrecking Crew, led by an enigmatic and ruthless kingpin known only as Mr. Sinister. Despite the odds stacked against him, Thor's intellect and strategic brilliance allowed him to outmaneuver this syndicate at every turn. He began to dismantle their operations, exposing their corruption and bringing them to justice, all while protecting the innocents of St. Louis. As Thor's legend grew, he gained allies who were inspired by his cause. There was his classmate, Misty Knight. Misty was a skilled martial artist with a strong sense of justice. She was able to help Miguel hone his skills with a weapon. She also took a cue from Miguel and named herself Valkyrie, and became Thor's trusted partner and confidant, supporting him in his fight against crime. There was also Officer Peter Parker, a seasoned beat cop who respected Thor's intentions but believed in upholding the law. Despite their differences, he formed an uneasy ally with Thor to take down the Wrecking Crew. As Thor's campaign intensified, the battle between him and Mr. Sinister escalated to an explosive climax. No matter what Miguel tried, Mr. Sinister was able to block or deflect his onslaught. Mr. Sinister had Thor against the ropes, about to deliver the final blow, had it not been for Valkyrie and Officer Parker coming to his rescue. Miguel, Officer Parker, and Valkyrie realized that brute force would not be enough to bring Mr. Sinister to justice, so the three came up with an elaborate plan. Miguel developed a state-of-the-art recording device that he would adorn to his uniform and go after Mr. Sinister, but this time with the police department nearby in the shadows. When Thor arrived, he battled Mr. Sinister, but this time keeping on the defensive, deflecting his blows and goading him into divulging his criminal activities. When the authorities felt they had enough evidence, they quickly entered and arrested the crime lord, bringing an end to the Wrecking Crew gang. In return for their help, Officer Parker kept Miguel and Valkyrie's real names out of any official reports, as well as he kept their identities a secret, now knowing that the streets could use the hammer on the nails that were the criminal element. Miguel would go on to confront his personal demons, make difficult choices, and prove that one doesn't always need a specially crafted hammer to stop criminals when you have a brilliant mind to bring justice to a city plagued by darkness. The legend of the young hero known only as Thor would echo through the streets, inspiring hope and fear in the hearts of those who dared to challenge him. But that is a story for another day.
What's up guys, Dragonus Prime coming back at you from my dungeon, and this is my version, the Prime Universe version of Thor. Now if you watch my other videos, you know that I'm taking characters with already established names and giving them whole new origins and backgrounds. In my first video we did Captain America, and in my second video we did Iron Man, so if you didn't see those, go check those out as well. But in this case we did Thor, and I've always been a huge fan of the street level heroes. Daredevil is like my favorite superhero. and I wanted to make Thor a street level hero because honestly, how different is that compared to the mighty god that we see on screen with Chris Hemsworth swinging the hammer? So I thought, hey, it'd be fun to do like a teenaged street level Thor where he's got just a technologically advanced hammer. The idea has been kind of permeating in my brain for a few years now, ever since I think it was Ultimates 2, where they kind of get this subplot where people were trying to believe that Thor wasn't really a god, but he ended up being one after all. But I thought, what a clever idea and a concept. So I decided to take that and roll with it, but mix in a little bit of almost Spider-Man too, with the engineering and technological aspect, and the name Miguel O'Hara. But anyway, yeah, this is my take on Thor. I hope you guys really liked it. I had a lot of fun putting this together. I loved J. Scott Campbell's drawing of Thor, which is why I wanted to mimic that one. And so, yeah, if you guys liked it, please hit that like button and please hit that subscribe and that bell so you guys don't miss any other Prime Universe. Also, I'm doing something a little different where I didn't do an intro. I'm just doing my outro. Let me know what you guys think of that. If you think that's better to just get right into the story, or do you like me giving you a little bit of an intro at the beginning? I'm constantly trying to evolve, trying to make this channel like extremely enjoyable for you guys to watch. So I really would like your input and feedback on this. But anyway, thanks for checking me out. Thanks for checking out my video, and we'll see you in the funny pages.